Hello, Leo. It's Naj the Tarot Snob, and I am back with another weekly tarot scope. And this is going to be for the week of November 15th, 2020. Leo, those of you that have got a special somebody on your mind, your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, your lover, your friend, your crush, your homie, your neighbor, your work boo, your ex, the person you're dating you can't stop thinking about, the person that's on your mind that's always coming up, the person you can't break away from, this reading is going to be for them, okay? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like the video because it helps other Leos like yourself get a hold of me. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram, gypsy_hustle__. I do free readings every Friday on my story, so you don't want to miss that. And then also, tarotsnap@gmail.com is how you can book a reading with me. That's right, I'm still doing personal readings at this time, and I'll put those links in the description. Leo, let's get right into it. That is a weird shuffle. Let's try that again. All right, and we're just going to take the ones that slip out of my hand. You guys know how we do. We'll just take the ones that just kind of slide out, Leo. We'll take that one, and we'll take, let's do one more. This is how my Leos are feeling right now. This is what's happening with my Leos and their relationships right now. We'll take that one. That one felt kind of weird, but we'll go with it, okay? Let's see here. This is kind of weird. I feel like, see, I have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is always like a good card for me. It always means like success or like something has worked out or something has worked out in your favor. But I have that with the Moon. So I almost feel like things were going well, but I got a glare there. Can you see it? I feel like things were going pretty good between you and this person, and then they stopped. I feel like things were okay. You were headed in the right direction, but now they have gone distant or they've become distant. Possibly you're distant from them, but this lets me know that something was going okay, but it's not anymore. Or maybe right now things are good, but I can tell you that it's a possibility you may end up sad again. The Moon for me represents sadness. I'm trying to get a good spot. The Moon for me represents feeling sad, or maybe it's supposed to be like an illusion, like you thought something was real and it wasn't. You thought something was what it was. You found out it wasn't. So I feel like maybe some of you are learning something about the relationship. Maybe you thought there was more to it than it's really not. This person is now distant. You were excited about this person. You thought it was going to work out with this person, but now they've gone cold. They've ghosted you. They're, moving away from you slowly, not answering your calls and your texts and things like that. So I feel like it was a happy situation that kind of turned cold. I feel like that's what you're dealing with right now. And then for some of you, because I feel like I've got the Six of Cups, you guys know that my Six of Cups is always either somebody you just met or somebody that you've known a long time. You know, this card for me goes both ways. So I do feel like for some of my Leos, this was a new relationship that you were hoping was going to progress. You were hoping that it was going to be more than what it was. And it just never happened. Like I said, they ghosted you or they're distant now. They're not calling you back. And then for my peoples for my peeps that have been with your person for a while, I do feel like maybe you're just starting to learn now that this relationship as well is not what you thought it was, and you're starting to pull away. What's so weird about this reading right now is even though this person is distant, I'm feeling like they're going to come back. So I think that you are questioning the relationship because they've been distant for some reason. And I think that a lot of you are waiting for this person to come back around. This is such an interesting energy. I feel like you're waiting for them to come back around because, again, they're distant or they're gone. Their mind's been occupied. They're in a different headspace. I am getting such a glare. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix my light. Because you guys know I work with natural light. That's not working. Let's try that. And that is not working. Let's try this. And that is a little better. Maybe I'll just put it in the middle. I know you're like, girl, shut up, keep reading. All right. So the world lets me know that you're waiting for this person to come back around. You're waiting for them mentally to be back in the right headspace. You're waiting for them to call you or come see you or visit you, whatever. I feel like a lot of you are just waiting to get back to the space that you used to be with this person. And to be honest, I feel like it's going to happen. Like, you guys know I see things on the timeline. So I'm seeing like right now it's not working out because they're distant. And I'm seeing right now that, like I said, something changed. You're trying to figure out what it is. You thought this relationship was going somewhere and you're feeling like it's not. But I do think that things will get back to the way that they used to be. This person is going through something, and we'll see in a moment. We'll ask how they're feeling about you. I'll do that spread in a moment. But I'm actually feeling like it's going to get better. Like you and this person are going to get back to the way that you used to be. I don't think that it's over. They are distant now. They're occupied or something. Like I said, we'll get answers in a moment. But I feel like the friendship between you and this person is very important. You don't want to let that go. They don't want to let it go. And I think that you guys are going to circle back to where you used to be as like friends, because you guys will start missing each other as friends. And then that will develop back into, you know, your home life, or, you know, for those of you that may not live with this person, just that happiness, that wholesome of a relationship. That any 10 represents wholeness and fulfillment, and that's what this 10 of cups represent, like being back in love with this person. So that's what I'm seeing. I did pull the death card. I don't want to ignore that. I have to see, and it's a roller coaster with this person, because look, I'm seeing that, like I said, let's start over. Salty now. You're feeling salty now. You're feeling sad now. In a while, you guys are going to feel better. This person will come back around. You're going to feel better. You're going to be in a happy space with them. But then I kept pulling, and I got this death card. So I said, okay, the death card could represent just the new energy that's coming in, death to the old ways, you know, hello to the newness, new beginnings, because death card can represent that. But then with the death card, I got the 10 of swords. The 10 of the sword, the 10 of swords can represent things being finalized, nail and coffin, things are ending, betrayal, being backstabbed. But I don't think that that's this, as far as the betrayal or backstab. I do feel like, I do feel new energy coming, but I feel like it's up and down. Okay, Leo, talk to me in the comment. Do you have a lot of up and downs with this person? I mean, hey, that's pretty general. Everybody has up and downs in a relationship. But I'm saying, like, does it literally feel like this person is hot one day and cold the next day? Because I feel like your relationship is hot and cold, and I feel like there's no in between. You guys are either really good or really bad. Like you're in a very good space, you're really happy, or you're really sad or arguing. Because that's the timeline that I'm getting. And I don't know if that timeline is going to end. Like I said, right now, you guys might be in a funk. You guys aren't doing that great right now. This relationship is not going where you thought it was going. You're learning stuff. You're finding out how this person really is, or, you know, this is how they're seeing you. You're waiting for them to come back, and they're going to come back. They're going to circle back around to you, be happy again. You guys are going to finish going out on your dates and texting you and good morning and all that stuff. That's going to come back, but then they're going to go cold again. They're going to be distant again. You know what I'm saying? And I still don't feel like this means that you guys are over, but I do feel like the second time around, or whatever this next, you know, hump is that you guys need to get over, it might be a little harder to get over this hump, but you still get over it. The star, you know, represents like planting new seeds, trying something new. The sun represents just, it speaks for itself. It's just a positive card to get its happiness. It's a hopeful outlook. Or I should say you're hoping that things look up, and it's usually like the answer is yes. It's usually like a very great outlook for you. So those things are happening down the line, but then I did pull the 5 of Pentacles, which is like somebody walking away. I did have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Listen, let's go ahead and move on. We're spending too much time on this particular part, but I do feel like basically this is a roller coaster ride between you and this person. There's going to be a lot of up and down. You're used to it. I can tell you that up and down, that hot and cold, is still going to happen in the next couple of months. Like, I know my readings are week to week, but I feel like that part is not going away anytime soon. Let's see how they're feeling about you, Leo, okay? Let's see how they're feeling about you, the relationship. I think that right now they are distant, but let's see, you know, what's going on in their mind. What are their feelings about you right now? Even though they're distant, or even if they're not distant, if you just notice that something's different and we want to know what's going on in their mind, let's check that out and see what's happening here. All right, this is going to be for my Leos. Leos, how your Leo lover is feeling. That kind of flopped down. We'll take that one. All right. Okay, so we know that they are distant. We know that something's going on with them. I do have the Four of Swords, and you have to excuse my cards. This is my absolute favorite card, and I do not want to separate from this deck because I get everything that I need from this deck. So you have to excuse how raggedy they are. I'm having a hard time parting ways with this deck. They're thinking about you definitely. They're thinking about you, the relationship, the situation, whether or not they should move forward or come back, what exactly they want, what exactly they're getting out of it. The Two of Swords represents being at a crossroads. So, of course, they are wherever they are thinking about what the next step is for the relationship is. Again, it's always hot and cold, it's always up and down. So in their distance or their time away or whatever, them being in their feelings right now, they definitely feel like they need to make the right choice, because I think that they're kind of tired of this roller coaster ride as well. I don't think that they're enjoying feeling this way as well. Yeah, and see, these two cards go together right here because this represents being stuck, you know. So I think that if you are asking them for answers, like if you're like, what are we doing? You know, why haven't you called me? Do you want to move forward? Do you still want to be with me? And they're not really giving you clear answers. It's because they really don't know. They don't want to tell you yes, and they don't want to tell you no. You know what I'm saying? Because they're still trying to figure it out. And that's not fair to have you in limbo, but that's what they're thinking right now. That's why they've been acting distant or whatever. Or, you know, like I said, you feel like, oh, I thought this relationship was one thing, but it's turning out not to be, because they are pulling themselves back because they're not sure. They're not sure if this is how far they want to go in this relationship. They're just so confused. I feel like I'm repeating the same thing, but that's what I'm seeing. Like they don't know. They don't know what they want. You know, they're just shrugging their shoulders. Like, I see them right now just kind of like reaching out, but it's kind of more so like just to check in, you know, just to make sure that you're not gone away completely. You know, for those of you who are taking a break right now, I feel like some of them are just doing temperature checks, you know, just texting you good morning and hey, how you doing, this and that, to make sure that they still have access to you, to make sure that you haven't gone, you know, away or met somebody new. So they want to make sure that they still have you on that rope. But at the same time, they still want to keep their distance. They don't want to bring you in too close because they still want to do whatever it is that they're doing. Not for all of you, but for some, and you know who you are. So like that's the vibe that I'm getting there. And then for some of you, I think that they're just like really shrugging their shoulders, like I don't know whether or not I want to be with this person. I just need to figure it out. They definitely want to make the best decision. Judgment in this part, in this spread, lets me know that I think they'll have their aha moment. They'll have their big break, their big epiphany. Look at it. They're stressing about it. They're gonna figure it out. Like I said, in your spread, they're gonna come back around. They're gonna go cold. It's gonna be hot and cold, but they're gonna come back around, and they're thinking about you. They miss you. This is them again as well. You know, I feel like they're just. I was about to say playing the field. I didn't mean to say that, but that thought came up. So I guess for some of you, you are dealing with a Leo right now, or you're the Leo, I'm sorry, you're dealing with a Leo lover that's probably playing the field and doing other things right now, and they're still trying to keep access to you, so they don't want to give you a full answer, whether or not they want to be with you or not, because they still want you around, but they want to do their thing on the side as well. I feel like that's how some of my Leo lovers are feeling. Let's go ahead and get into what's going to happen this week, next week. I don't even have that many cards left. This week, next week, and going into December. Okay. Oh, let's take those because of the way that they slipped out of my hand. But yes, this is going to be what's going to happen. This isn't final. This isn't, you know, going to wrap everything up. But this is what the vibe is for you and this person in the days to come. Move these out the way. And see, still getting the same thing. I would say that this reading was about choices. Like, I feel like you're making choices, they're making choices. I feel like you both are trying to balance, you know, this relationship plus other things that you have going on. You're trying to balance your feelings for each other, meaning I'm trying to balance how much I love this person versus how much I know that I need to separate myself from this person. So you're trying to figure out, you know, those feelings. I feel like what you guys are dealing with now, the up and down, will still happen. I do think it's possible they may be distant, but remember, they're going to come back. I would say probably around December-ish, they'll start to come back around. But I do feel like they're going to still continue to be distant in the next few days, in the next few weeks. I have the Three of Swords here for those of you who are wondering, and it's not for all of you, okay? It's not for all of you. You know if this is you. But for some of you, I do think that it's possibility your Leo lover is occupied with somebody else. I think that someone else does have their attention, but that person is not going to be enough. They're going to come back to you. This is my card that shows me that you're not completely fulfilled. So I feel like that person's not going to be enough for them, and they're going to come back to you. Is that fair? Is that right? No, but that's what's going to happen. Yeah, and see. Here we go with that. I got these two cards too. I got the Knight of Swords and then I got the Eight of Wands. These cards talk to each other as well. So I feel like they're distant now. They're going to come back and be on your back. Okay, I feel like they're distant right now, but when they come back, they're not going to let up. They're going to be on you. They're going to be very vulnerable. Vulnerable is not the word I'm looking for. They're going to be, I don't want to use slang. I'm in a different area. Let's see here. They are going to be loving on you really hard. Does that make sense? Do we all say that? They're going to really enjoy you. They're going to hug you. They're going to love you. They are not going to let up. They're going to chase you more. Everything that you're wanting them to be and more, they're going to be that way. Now, again, it may stop because remember we got the Death card. So I feel like it's going to stop again. But I feel like this time around, that love and everything, they're going to lay it on thick. Maybe because it's the holiday season, you know what I'm saying? Maybe because it's the end of the year. But when they come back around, they are going to be all over you. So expect that. But I don't know how long that's going to last because you guys go through your hot and cold periods, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. Right now, there's a funk. You're waiting on that person to come back. They're going to come back times 10. And then it's a possibility they may go cold again. They may go distant again. And I see that pattern happening for a while, okay? That is what I'm getting for my Leos today. All right. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Remember, Leo, I'm still doing personal readings. tarosnob@gmail.com. Send me an email. Gypsy Hustle is where I am on, or Gypsy_Hustle is where I am on Instagram. Follow me over there to get a free reading every Friday in my story, a free little mini reading. And then also, remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video because it does help other Leos like yourself get a hold of me, okay? Thank you so much, Leo. I hope this meeting resonate. Talk to me in the comments if this made sense at all. And I like to always know what signs you guys are dating. I like to see who's compatible. Leo, if you resonate with this video, say girl hi. If you did not, I will not be mad. Say girl bye.